Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin by giving all praises, all glory and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the teachers that surely do real well, pushing this doctrine in sincerity and in truth. We say shalom to you, shalom to the Akwat sitting in silence from their husbands, they're learning in all subjection. We say shalom to you, shalom to the elect, shalom labakariam, the hopeful elect out there. We say shalom to the speckled foreigners of Israel. We say shalom, or I say shalom this morning to the men standing by the highways and hedges pushing this doctrine in sincerity and in truth. I say shalom to you. All right, this is Kowalwa here again with another, quick lesson. Was on camp last night, and the brothers going into the lessons, and within the lesson there was they reached that point. Big brother Kalab was talking about, as Apostle Tahadas tell us to call them the anti-Mashiachim, right? The anti-Christians, right? So these anti-Mashiachim, they they love to see, the Father works in mysterious ways. And when you come to share some of his mysterious ways with them, they watch you like, what you talking? Yeah, they look at you like, what you talking nonsense? They don't want to believe what you're saying, right? No, there's a reason. There's a reason why. The scripture says here, I'll start off with the book of Mark, chapter 4, and verse 11. It says, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of power, but unto them that are without, all these are done in parables. So, if you go quickly and just look up, right, a few words. The first one we would look at is parable, right? Looking at the word parable, right, is G3850.
Strong's G 3850, parabole, parabole.
Strong G3150 parabole, right? It says a placing of one thing by the side of another, just a juxtaposition as of ships in the battle, right? It has a metaphor, a comparison of one thing with another, likeness or similitude, an example by which a doctrine or precept is illustrated, right? So you give an illustration of a doctrine or a precept in similitude, and you're just not able to understand what it means, right? So we're telling you one thing, but it means something else. So you have to be able to see and understand what that other thing else is. And it is not given. The scripture said there, it is not given unto them, right? Unto the others, right? But it is given unto you. Who is the you he talking about? Right? He was speaking to his disciples, right? You could read up if you wish, right? And you'll see and you'll understand, right? So you're speaking with his disciples and telling them that, right? But the scripture says, not all Israel is of Israel, right? Let me just get quick. Let me just bring out precepts, right? Right, I think wait, what that is, boy, that's in Romans. right? I'm not too sure the wording that others. Sometimes, I know the precept what I'm looking for, but it's the wording that isn't put down properly, right? You have to get the proper wording in. Let's see. Thing that is in Romans. I don't know that yeah, I ain't seeing it here. After Matthew is Acts. Yeah, look at right here, Romans 9 and 6. That's it. Romans chapter 9 and verse 6 says, not as though the word of power had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So in these times, you have even even some of the anti-Mashiachim coming to know and understand that they're Israelites, right? Yeah. They take out there, coming to know and believe and understand that they have the kingdom of Israel. But not all of them will come to understand these mysteries. Right? And that's what Yahushua was going into in that Mark 4:11. Right? Because not all would be able to understand the parables. Let's go and check another word out, right? Because there's a purpose for the lesson. This word here, mystery, right? Because as I was saying, the brother said that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai moves in mysterious ways. These anti-Mashiach like to say, God moves in mysterious ways. When you come and share some of those mysteries with them, they look at you like you're crazy. And we understand Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai expressed that it is not given unto them to understand. It is given unto some. Now when you look in the word mystery, right? Let's look up the word mystery here.
Strong's G 3466, Mustadion. Mustadion.
That's it. Strong's G 3466, Mysterion. Alright? Of course, that's a Greek word. You see in it. It's from the derivative of mu, to shut the mouth. Right? Hidden thing, secret or mystery. It is generally mysteries of mysteries, right? It says religious secrets confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. There's not anything that is ordinary about those men that are able to understand the mysteries of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? We need to realize, first of all, this is only to Israel. Only an Israelite that it would be able to understand this. Let me go quickly. The precept that will come with that. That is Amos 3 and verse 7. Right? It says, surely Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I'll go from verse 6, Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Yeah, because the trumpet, it's sounding the alarm, and this particular trumpet, of course, it's sounding the alarm for war to get ready. Get ready, from fishers returning to hunters, right? Be ready. And Big Brother Kwana just put on his status there, to endure hardship as a fine soldier, as a true soldier in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? When you're in that soldier mindset, you have to be on stand too. You have to be in a ready position, prepared, giving your diligence to make your calling and election sure. Right? So when that trumpet sound, you're ready to be up to function, to do the bidding, to show yourself a servant for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had not done it? See, now it is I am He. There is no power with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal, and there is none other beside me. There's none that can deliver out of my hand. Yeah, that's what the scriptures say. Right? Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, He in charge of everything. Right? So He said all these things are happening. The people must react. And the scripture said in verse 7, surely Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will do nothing but reveal His secrets unto His servants, the prophets. The prophets, let's go to Amos 2 and 11. It says here, and I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel? Saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So yeah, let's get it. That is to understand that among the children of Israel is where the prophets come, where the prophets are. The true prophets in the earth are Israelites. You could never be a prophet if you're not an Israelite. And then, of course, because not all Israel is of Israel, there are some so-called prophets of Israel that are not prophets. They are false prophets. I went all that route to bring it back, to show you that those are what the initiated are speaking of. They are not ordinary mortals. A hidden secret thing, not obvious to the understanding. These secrets, these parables were given to the understanding of the initiated ones, the ones that were set apart, the hopeful elect in these times, the ones whose names have been written in the Lamb's Book of Life, the Alahayim. That is what this is all about. This journey here, this walk and this constant teaching is for the waking up of the Alahayim. Shalom Labakariam. I said it in the beginning of the lesson. I will say it at the end of the lesson. These are some of the Yapa things that you learn when you come into this truth. And just to be able to say Shalom Labakariam is a Yapa thing because you're giving greetings to the Alahayim, to the hopeful elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to whom these things are given. Unto you it is given to know the mystery, to know things that only for the initiated in the kingdom. But to them that without, they will never understand because these things are in parables. They're telling you one way and it means something totally different to what I'm telling you here. Because it is you have to break it down and understand it. Right? And it is not given only to the elect. And also it's just a quick breakdown on that. Right? I had to go into the word mystery and the word parables. Bring one or two little precepts. So when the brothers and them say that, it is easy to understand why these anti-Mashiachim can't understand the mysterious ways of the Father. Because first of all, for the Father to be moving in mysterious ways, for you to understand the mysterious ways, it must be given unto you to understand it. You must be of the initiated. Only the initiated of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will understand his mysterious ways. Right? The scripture said that understanding is the beginning of wisdom. Right? The scripture said that understanding, let me get it. Yeah. Psalms 111 and verse 10, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the beginning of wisdom, and a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Right? Yeah. Judith and all. It says, for this is not the first day wherein thy wisdom is manifested, but from the beginning of the days of all the people have known thy understanding, because the disposition of the heart is good. The disposition of your lab. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that which is the good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Set your mind onto his things. The scripture talk about thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. You need to be constantly pondering and meditating on the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? Your meditation must constantly be on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, on his directives. Right? These men, as I pointed out, we are soldiers in the army of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So you know what soldiers do. Soldiers operate based on orders on a need to know basis. Right? It's a chain of command. And on that need to know basis, only his true soldiers will be given those commands and instructions. And you must be able to understand it. You must be able to understand it. Also, I was reading, I was listening to the book of Esdras, and on the on the audio Bible, and it went into Esdras. Esdras was given an instruction to fast for 7 days. And upon the 7th day, he was able to hear. His spirit was open unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and he was able to hear and converse with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I pray the Lord give me the strength to be able to experience that, to be able to fast for 7 straight days, right? No food, no water. 7 days. Yahweh Shai came and did it for 40. What strength, right? Only the initiated will be pondering on things like these. Only the initiated will be able to do things, will be able to do great feats like that and more. Abaratazawia of the elect. So with that, I just hope this lesson was edifying, help you understand a few things. Why some wouldn't be able to get it. Yeah, let me get one more precept for that. Right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 38. It says here, but if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. If any man don't know and don't understand something, just leave him be. Force something on people, right? You come into a situation and you recognize the problem. Don't be too quick to point out what the problem is, because they will hate you, right? This world has been conditioned to hate and know it all. And the prophets understand and the prophets know. Prophets out there teaching and telling and edifying. The scripture says to show my people their transgressions. It's an instruction of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Lift up your voices, spare none. Right? And when we do it, we are hated. We are hated for his name's sake. So what are Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? It's all counted as glory. So I encourage any of you to pray and be diligent. Find yourself Abaratazah as one of the initiated of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? Understanding the mysteries and parables. Surely he shall do nothing except to reveal it, his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying by the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? This is Brother Kowalwa saying Shalom. Right? With that, I'd like to give all glory and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Harakakadash, giving double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that surely do rule well, pushing this doctrine in sincerity and in truth, to the prophets by the hedges and highways, the watchers, right? I say shalom to you. Shalom to the Akwat, listening in silence, in subjection to your husbands. Shalom Labakariam, Abad Babal. Asha Shabbat.